Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. I'm going to have to cut this one short, I think. I think someone's cutting themselves, or it's to do with a scar. I don't know what this is. Like cutting myself short, cutting myself thin. Okay, someone's very thin and someone's very large. Okay, it's been coming out through so many other readings. You were definitely caught up and mixed up within the Scorpio Aquarian readings. This is like I'm cutting myself short and I'm cutting myself thin. I'm hearing like the underdog, overdog, the easy lay, the overlay. So something like under, over, something to do with around Australia. Okay, Pucci, that's you because you are watching 100% because I keep channeling your name. That's 100%. Okay, I keep picking up like under, over, underdog. The overdog, the underdog, the easy lay, the overlay. Okay, so overlaid, like I'm overlaid. So overloaded, I'm overloaded with work. I'm overloaded with work, I'm overloaded with work, I'm overloaded. Okay, but also loaded as well, which is, y'all want to be, I think that wasn't it, loaded? We want to be free, we want to do what we want to do. But like, we just want to be free. I just want to be free from this ship. Okay, I just want to be free from all the drama. It's just like, or Tina, I don't care for Tina, or I don't cry for Tina, or it's like, stop crying. What on earth is all this crying for? Okay, but I'm also, sorry Pisces, if you haven't met my channel before, you're more than likely going to hate me. Okay, it's only really for the people that understand it and have got an open mind, because a lot of people will just blame me for being a conduit of truth. Okay, because I'm picking up, is it true, is it lies? Elijah, hello, no, not you, sweetheart, no, you're not lying. But Lee, I'm also hearing Lee, okay, but I'm hearing like, is it true or is it false? Is this true or is it false? Is it an accusation or is it a mole? Because they're definitely keeping up that some might need a scar with a mole on it. Or like, I had a mole and I've got to go and see about an operation because it might be malignant or something like that, okay, because I'm hearing the name Melanie or melanoma, I really don't know. It's either, but it's either Mel or Melissa or melanoma, okay? But I'm hearing like a scar for a lot of people, and it is like a mole. Now, a mole is also a spy, where it's someone that has implanted themselves into a channel, and they go from one channel and they get info, and they go back and then they feed it on to someone else. And this person's been that confused that they don't know whether this is lies or deception or deceit. Okay, now I suppose in a way that I have been, I suppose it is involving me as well. I don't really give a shit, you know, I just channel truth. If I hear it, it's contracts of what my spirit is seeing that goes on what you can't see, which is behind the camera, which is around Libra, alright? So y'all can't see it. So it's kind of got like, y'all can't see this. So you can't touch it, but you can see it. It's kind of like that, you can see this, but you can't physically touch it, and you're like, oh man, that is such a shame, the way you mess around with my heart. So some of you have got definitely pictures and stuff like that going on, I feel, or your name is Pitch or Pitchley, but like, I'm picking up like, you can see it, but you can't feel it or touch it. So it's, what are you touching, Pisces? Because you're touching on something, but I'm hearing like easy lay, I don't know, like spreading things. Some of these might be rumours. You got some definite sexual energy here, that's for sure. Some definite sexual healing. You got Sagittarius here as well for a lot of you. Definite Libra. Okay, Libras and Sagittarius energies, Pisces, around you. Okay, the name Andrew as well. The name Andrew or Andrea. Okay, Andrea or Andrew I'm picking up. But, you know, there's this conspiracy where I think that this is a person that's implanted themselves into a channel, and they're taking info and they're going to use it and spreading it like what we come up with before, where it's someone that takes this and uses it for their practice, right? Meaning that I'm practicing doing what you do. You don't know that, like voodoo. Some of you are practicing voodoo, okay? So please go away from my channel. If you're practicing voodoo or magic, I don't want anything to do with that. You're quite welcome to stay, but I don't agree with it. If you believe in it, that's up to you. But I'm definitely hearing that someone's practicing voodoo or practicing magic here for sure now. I was trying to get away from that, but that's just come up in my energy. Practicing magic. So that's your own right, you know, that's up to you. But I don't want to be associated with people like that. So you've kind of got this, like, I'm using it for my practice. Putty, that was probably you, because I'm taking info and then feeding it back and using it for my own practice. So I'm not really telling people, I'm just using you, which means I'm just using you. which means I am using you for info to use it for myself. So, I don't know, you've kind of got this very, very auspicious energy of what my spirit is saying around being used, an abuser. So you got drug addiction, and you got a drug addict here, and you really could be dealing with where cancers are either drug dealers or dealing with a drug addict, or they are one themselves, I don't know, but you've definitely got big energies of an addiction here, for sure. And they're saying that it is also around a shorefish, which is also a Pisces, okay? They're saying that any of you are a Pisces that could really be a drug addict here. So I'm sorry, I'm just giving those info out as it comes in, it comes out, okay? So I'm hearing like there's a lot of this very intimidating people around you, and that's definitely a mother, okay, around someone. Now, if you are Pisces and you're watching, and your mothers, don't worry about it because it's probably just around you. I'm saying that because it is mine, right? Now, a lot of you I know of go through the same sort of timeline, right? Yeah, you've got, because your yearly reading, I don't know if you watched your yearly reading, but the first card flew out was the Queen of Swords in reverse. That's a serious knock. That's a serious one, right? And if you're anywhere on the same timeline as me, you're definitely got anybody around you at the moment, or an energy that is cross-watching of a person that's around them is 100% narcissistic, 100% intimidating people, okay, ripping people off as well. This just came out through Libra and God knows what else, and you probably all heard me talking about it, and some of you probably guess what I'm talking about, okay? But like cornering the market, being cornered, feeling intimidated, feeling pushed away, locked away, secrets, lies, but like lies, deceit, like feeling intimidated and backed into a corner. Like there's certain things that I really want to do with my life or do with it, but I can't. And it's like I've got this info and I really got stuff that I want to do with it, but I can't do something with it. That's not everybody, but that's kind of like this mole that seems to be around, that someone's got this info on someone and they're using it like as a tool to like manipulate the person, right? Or it's not information and it's just complete rumors. Like it's, man, I suppose because when you channel, when I do, I suppose any message can come across as truth or lies, you know, because it's like who dares wins, and it's like I dare you, woohoo, I win. So you've got some good energy here. You definitely got Edwina or Libra, but you've got like a good win, a good windfall, like a good pot of money to look back at or look forward to. They're saying a good pot of money to look forward to. You see, Pisces, for some reason, not all of you, by no means, but some of you, and I have to say that, Pisces, because I know some awful ones, as I know some other awful signs, right? Doesn't matter, it's your astrology and it's people. But I'm hearing that some of you are having a very good windfall, okay? And you're having a lot of good luck. Lucy, or L, anything to do with L, but like, or J, right? But I'm picking up L and J, L and J's, which is, what P and J, anything beginning with P, Pucci, Paula, but like PP and J or PP and jelly. I keep hearing like making someone's legs jelly, or making someone jelly. I mean, you really wouldn't be making someone jelly, right? Would you, or are you? Like, but I keep seeing being like things like being jelly, being smeared, or like it's either peanut butter or like spreading it or something. Like with like, I mean, is this a person where you're sticking the cherry in their hole or something? I don't know. But I keep picking up like I'm going to put a cherry in it and I'm going to put a bit of cream in it and I'm going to slap it on and slap something. So, I mean, some of you it might be a court order. And some of you, it could just be where you're having a bloody good old laugh, right? And a bloody good time, Pisces is what they're saying. So some of you really are winning, but there's other energies here that really are losing. Well, that's karma. That's karma. When you've paid back that much of it, you always seem to win. And I've said this for ages. When you end a cycle with a knock, or when you like end a cycle with people, things start to happen in your life because your energy's free, because you've let out loads of aggression and fucking anger and the truth, and like, you know, you keep prodding me and you keep poking me and you're going to get the truth in a minute, and then poof, and you let it all out, and then you split up and you break up, or like the argument goes its separate ways, and then you're like, man, I'm so relieved eventually that I don't have to keep giving up a false pretense and fucking lie anymore. I can literally just sit here and be who I am and who I want to be and say exactly what I want to anybody that starts to fucking knock me off and push my buttons. I can actually physically just be free in order to be able to stick up for the underdog, or be a person that can actually stand up for myself, that I've learned and you haven't. And if you haven't, then piss off. Sorry, I'm getting the aggression out for you, Pisces. But that's what I'm hearing, you know. But I'm hearing, like, if you want to keep pushing me and you want to keep wanting to know, then if you want to know, you better believe I'm telling you, and you better believe that you're dealing with a Scorpio. You better believe you're dealing with a Scorpio energy. Because I can guarantee you, anybody out there, that if you've been personally prodding and pissing off a Scorpio, they are going to lash out eventually. Now, I guarantee you this, and I won't fill you with bullshit and lies. I am a Scorpio rising, and I'm the most caring, giving, honest person that you will ever meet. And I can say that about myself with true conviction, right? And I really can, right? And I can tell you that a lot of people have a problem and beef with Scorpios in their chart anywhere, right? Or a beef with anybody. And it's like the rappers that are all going through the Eminem or whatever it is, right? Who name's Melissa or Emily, anything like that. But, you see, me as a Scorpio rising, I never attack. I leave people, and I just like, I leave them, let them do what they want, just let them make their own mistakes. But when you live with an arc, and when you live with that burden of someone that just keeps prodding and they just will not leave, if you have Scorpio in your chart and you're not getting a reaction from a Scorpio, I fucking guarantee you that you will end up getting one. I guarantee you that if you keep doing it, well, they're saying if you keep prodding this person, they will lash out. Okay, Elijah, maybe. But like, they will eventually do something or say something. Now, these messages are only for the people that are being intimidated, right, by a person. And you could have just done that, right, done, the name done. But you could have just had this big argument with someone, right, that could have really just come out. Because I'm picking up, like, it's like I can feel it in me here. And you know, Pisces, that, I don't know if any of you are on the same wavelength, right, but you know how strong that is to be an empath, right? Anybody, don't matter, everybody's an empath. But you know, sometimes when you just, like, it's a baby, I keep picking up a baby, right? I don't know what that's for, like a baby. But like, so it's to do with a grandmother, or a nan. But like, when you sometimes just, you're around someone, their energy is just so goddamn toxic. Like, it is so awful that you don't even really need to say anything. You can just feel this, like, God, that is like rancid. Like, it's awful energy. Like, and I'm on about when you're, because you see, within these energies, this is where you're within your karma. This is where you're giving it to someone that's like take, just takes everything. And you're in conflict with someone where you're taking things and they're taking things, and you're both rubbing each other up completely the wrong way. But you're definitely making rubbings. You're probably making a tree bark. What was that? Something to do with a tree and wood. Getting wood. Someone's definitely getting wood. But like a tree rubbing, or rubbing their wood, or whatever it is. It was a silver birch or something like that, or Sylvia. Okay? Or S. Anything beginning with S, but that's been coming up for a while. S. But like silver, right? But S. They just keep saying S. Steve or Superb something, I don't know. The Super, which is to do with around a flat. And someone suddenly, because this is a narcissist's way as well, because I'm picking up like a super. Well, in that film, it was Danny DeVito. Not Danny DeVito, Joe Pesci. The name Joe or Pesci, but in that film. And the person decided that they wasn't going to start renovating the house, that they were going to, like, you know what, you'll live here, but I'm the super, sure, but you can all squander in shit, basically, right? So you can all just live as you are. But I'm picking up there's this narcissist around you now that's going to pretty much start implementing the things like they do, which is where, okay, if you're not going to give me this and you're not going to do that, then I'm going to start using an object of desire in order to be able to control you, which are things like, I'm suddenly going to stop cooking, or I'm suddenly going to stop fixing things around the house, or I'm going to physically start to use objects that is around the house to get you knowing that, well, you really need me in your life, because if you're not and you don't have all of these kind of things, then, you know, what are you going to do without it? And there is such a narky person around here, Pisces, in your energy, that they're now resorting to tactics of things that are going on in the house, which is like, I don't know, a blender, a cooking, washing up, fucking kettle, who knows? But I'm picking up that someone is so narky that is a narcissist all day long. If you don't know of all of these things, you're going to be so aware, because, man, I believe narcissists, they're so predictable. They're so predictable. They really are. I mean, your love life will come up in a minute, Pisces. Don't worry. It's just a little bit of entertainment, Robbie. But, like, it's like someone's robbing someone blind. They keep saying, like, this person is robbing people blind, man. I can't get away from it. It's like physically robbing people blind. They're charging people an absolute fortune. And it keeps coming in, Spirit. Yes, I know, and you're probably going to get me in trouble. No, it won't. No, it won't. Just speak. Okay. Somebody cornering the market. Somebody absolutely ripping people off. And I've been talking about it through Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. About feminine energy, spending your energy towards a masculine. And what that takes is pride. And also a masculine energy that normally spends their money and spends it themselves. On themselves, which is things, right? You kind of got this strange conspiracy around money and objects, right? An object of desire, if you like, as well. Like I'm the object of desire. But, of liar. Elijah. Object of Elijah. Of the sire. Yes, sire. But I'm hearing like the object of desire, like I'm desiring something, desires. Okay? But you've also got liar, liar. Jim Carrey is what they're saying. Like something around Jim. Like lying. Someone, whoever this is here, is like blatantly like lying or blatantly ripping people off to shreds. Because I'm picking up like I want to rip you to shreds. And I'm like shredding all of this goddamn evidence. Like there's loads of evidence and it's all being shredded into like a... I mean, is this a corporation that's going under and they've done a load of shady shit that they shouldn't be? And they're now trying to backtrack and think, oh shit, this might come on top. And if it comes on top, we're now got to shred all this evidence. Because I keep picking up this huge shredder and all of this like paperwork like being... And it all comes off in pieces. Pisces, that's some of your message from the last one. And it's like all being shredded evidence. You see, if you watch your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus and Jupiter, a lot of people say that by the time I've watched all of them, I can kind of slowly put the pieces together. And that is some of the pieces. Is that someone has shred a load of evidence and they're trying to find like cryptic clues or like glue it together. Like trying to glue evidence together or make something stick. Like I'm going to have to make this stick. And man, what is this fucking energy? Make it stick. Make it fit. Don't ever make things fit. Don't ever just make it fit. You know, energies. Definitely when I'm channeling, don't make that fit. It's exactly the same as that. Don't make it fit if it isn't you. Right? Don't think, you know what, there's a conspiracy out there and I don't know this person's doing it, but because it's my star sign, I'm just going to believe the fact that it's a person and then lose your fucking head. No, don't do that. For God's sake. Right? But you've kind of got this where I know it, but I don't know it yet. Like I know it's happening and I know it's going on, but I don't physically know yet. Like there's no way of me being able to physically prove this. Like there's no way I can prove it, but I know it's happening. And there's this energy as well of like this person's annoying me that much, but there is absolutely nothing that I can do about it and my hands are tied behind my back. And it's a Pisces energy. So you could have a conflict with another Pisces and it feels like that both of your arms are tied behind your back, and you're like, what? I am so caught up and tied in all of this now that this person has wound me up that much, but there is physically nothing that I can actually do about what it is that they're saying or what it is that they're doing. Because if I do, I expose my true colours. That's what I'm getting at. Like, I expose, if I have to do it, then I mean, listen, something can be exposed. But like it's wound me up that much that if I do expose myself, then I'm going to expose myself, okay, properly. They're going to say, look, I ain't going to do it by halves, I'm going to do it properly. So you got mixed energies up there. Some of you, this is like I say, it's someone that you've like really annoyed, like you've really annoyed this person, or they've really annoyed you, and it feels like that, you know, if I physically really expose this person, then they're going to expose me, kind of energy, right? But this is someone like beef with that you've had from the past, right? It's Butchie, that could be you. Stop watching, I told you, but you said no. But like, you know, so it's like this person like is so angry, whoever this is, Pisces, is so angry at the system, is so angry. I mean, that might be medical, because they're saying like the name M, right? But like so exposed, because this is a camera or like an overexposure, because I keep picking up like it's overposure or Porsche or like over to a P. Dodgy, that's still you, bro. You're still watching, isn't you? But like, I don't suppose you'd be able to really say because you're blocked. But like, it's so funny because I don't normally get a dislike until it's Australian hours. Not all of you Australians out there. Trust me, it's not. But me, I just speak the truth, and I only ever really start to get a dislike when it's like other planetary places time zone, right? Because it's so strange that the dislike happens normally when it's around that time, but when they're in bed it doesn't come until then. So make me laugh. But like I've said, they obviously that stupid, they don't realise that people that dislike help just by watching. You know, they don't compute. Anyway, Pisces, you've kind of got this like overexposed, like proposed to. Someone's going to propose, I feel, or give you a proposal. Like, okay, I'm going to give you a proposal for a house or a business or like a job, or I'm going to make you an offer in certain ways, right? Like a trade-off. I make you an offer, you make me an offer. Or like, what have you got to offer? And if you've got that, then I've got this kind of energy. It's definitely coming up about a proposal. Now, it's not always, it's not marriage for a lot of you. Some of it might be, but some of it is just a proposed energy. Like, I'm going to pronounce myself as like, okay, I've got this, and if you've got this. So it's more exchange, right? Making an exchange for either money or something, right? But they definitely keep saying like an exchange. But yeah, what are the main messages for you of what you've got? It feels like that some of you are winning, but you pay back your karmic debt. And you see, you know, the more that you pay, man, there is something around somebody being like, either one, really trying to make someone pay for it, or is like, I mean, are these businesses, are these people that are like, I can't get away from the message and I keep trying to. I'm sorry guys if you're like, Steve, what is going on with you just lately? It's like these people that are overcharging, like overcharging for things, like extortionate amounts. Because it keeps, oh man, I just fucking can't be doing with it, bruv. It's really plaguing my spirit. It's like a plague, or anything that begins with P. And it's like, it might even be the coronavirus, because I keep hearing like a plague. Or like a play. Like, I just want to play for a while. But that's a good energy if there's playing something, but the fiddle. But again, there's someone that's fiddling the books. Or trying to fiddle something. But it's like, riddle me this, riddle me that. You don't know, and what you don't know, you're not ever going to know. because it's like no one's ever going to know this secret that seems to be going on between around Libra energies of Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus of other people, right? So even if you're indicative one with that you get on with, it's kind of got this energy of like there's a secret that someone's taken to the grave, is what I hear. Like there's a secret, and it's a secret, and it's a secret, and it's just between me and you. So I don't know, but you've got this like overexposed, like someone's trying to like shine the light on. Well, that's me all over. Trying to shine the light on false people, and trying to shine a light on them. That's it. You see, the bigger energy you are, and the brighter honesty that you've got, you shine a light on all negativity. Okay, you do it naturally, not false. No, not falsely. You do things naturally. Okay. Because I'm kind of seeing like this star Aquarian energy, right, of like shining a light on people and exposing them to what they really are. Okay, exposing people to what they're really about, right? And I'm picking like this underarm, overarm type sort of energy, where it is like, am I going to put myself in harm's way if I do this? Like, and some people are intimidated by it and they've gone into the shadows because they've been intimidated by these people. Me, I don't give a shit. I really don't. But like, some people have gone into the shadows by intimidation and they're backed down and backed into a corner. And I normally feel that people that back down and back into a corner, that's because they've got something that they don't want to reveal. Now, that might be lies or truth, or you won't even know. Meaning like what happens normally in front of a camera is different to what happens behind it. You know, definitely when you're public figures, you have absolutely no idea what goes on in people's lives behind the camera, unless they sit here and tell the truth on certain aspects, right? So you've kind of got this like, I kind of know what's happening and I feel it, and I feel like I'm intimidated and I'm backing down. Me, I don't. I come out even stronger. I come out with more truth. But is it? Or is it lies? Or is it Elijah? Or like, is it truth or dare? Like I keep picking up truth or dare. Truth or dare. Like you give me the truth and I dare you kind of energy. And I don't know if these are good ones or bad ones, because I keep picking up truth or dare. I think that's about it, Pisces. I mean, you've got, right, there's pieces of you everywhere, you know, and I don't know if this is evidence that's being shredded, because I keep picking up like a big office shredding, like evidence of something that they're trying to get rid of. Meaning, I mean, this could even be a company that you took over, say, like, or a company that took you over, right? And it feels like company policy, right? Bad company, and it was around Libra, but that was mainly around policies and like company business, right? And it feels like that company is overtaken a company, right? Because you got head honchos, small companies, big companies here, and it feels like that there may have been a company that's been took over, and now someone is trying to backtrack and undo all of the mistakes that a company made in the past. So if this is the same company, they're basically just trying to cover up all the mistakes that they've made throughout the year, which means we're trying to like work the books around it, or we're trying to like cover up all the mistakes that we've made throughout this company, throughout the whole lot, right? If that's a major company. If you are working as a company and you are the ones that have took over a company that wasn't legit and you now want to do it legit, you're trying to get rid of the bad name that someone's had, which could also mean a divorce, and trying to get rid of like the bad name and the bad reputation, right? Because I'm hearing like someone's got a good rep and someone's got a bad rep, right? But you're always going to have that, Steve. That makes no sense. If it does to you, I know. But like a good reputation and a bad reputation. And you're giving us a bad name, as a song, you're giving love a bad name. Like you are giving it such a bad name. Like a brand or a company, and you're giving it a bad name. And why would you badmouth me and give me a bad name? And why would you give me a bad comment? And why would you leave this, Michael? Or why would you leave this bad thing Because people are leaving bad comments. That's what I'm saying. They're going around spreading crap and like leaving bad comments or bad remarks. Well, that's also part of me, I suppose, because I'm just channeling. So yeah, I'll take it or leave it. But like, there's another energy here because there's another company type thing here where it's like they're trying to cover up a bad, like they're trying to cover up what they've done throughout the whole year because they feel like it's going to come on top of them. They feel like that this conspiracy has now had a light shined upon it and they're now trying to cover up for everything that they've made. That's what I'm saying. Someone's making things that are false and they're trying to cover up that by shredding it. Now, if this is like paperwork or bookwork, or like I'm trying to like cover up evidence so it doesn't come up on top. Because out of this you've got someone that does come out on top. And then you've got someone out of this that loses. And it is around Libra, meaning like either like the Libra wins something and another energy loses, or someone wins and the Libra loses. I don't know. Because it is involving Libra, which is business, right? And it's kind of like we're trying to cover up our like bad behaviour habits, or we're trying to cover up habits, or we're trying to cover things up. Because these messages are like a business. And we're trying to like cover up for all what we've done throughout the year, which means that we have to make up the books, which means a tax company or a taxi company, or like we've took over a company that was bad and we need to now like give it a good name, which is a good win, which means that whatever was bad, we need to get rid of that in order to make the new thing better. So generalising it, Pisces, what they're saying, that whatever is in the past that was bad, you need to forget that and you need to go towards the new thing that makes you feel better, right? That makes you feel better. Again, E, because I'm picking up Edwina, but like Edwin Collins, which is I never met a girl like you before. But he did a song which was around nursing someone back to health, which was when he went through a brain tumour, Edwin Collins. I don't know if any of you ever followed him, because I used to really like Edwin Collins. But Gorgeous George was his best album, I feel, Gorgeous George by Edwin Collins. And on that was 5:25 on a Monday morning and I'm lying on my unmade bed. And outside the doors there's a new day dawning as the sky turns from black to red. But I can't sleep a wink. Am I losing control? I'm twisted up inside. Am I losing my mind? I think it is something like that. Am I losing control? And it's about nursing me back to health. Oh man, and the main part of the lyric is that. Am I losing control? So won't you help me unwind? Don't need no morning glamour, that much I've figured out. So don't need no morning glamour. It's about this glamour box, or this glamour trick. Or this trick of glamour. What on earth? Like glamorous. But like, don't need no morning glamour, that much I've figured out. Just need my bedside manner to make me well again. Don't need no easy glamour, that much I've figured out. Man, I'm crying. What on earth is that? Oh man. Don't need no easy glamour, that much I've figured out. Just need your bedside manner to make me well again. Don't need no... Man, it's someone that's like seriously ill. Oh, what is that? What is that? Don't need no easy glamour. I just need your bedside manner. All I need is just your bedside manner just to make me well again. Man, what a fantastic song. If you've never heard that, go and look it up. It's on the Gorgeous George album. And it's by Edwyn Collins. And it's to be honest, that is one of my top favourite songs ever. Ever. It really is. It is such a great album. And I bet a lot of you probably cry with that when you hear it, if those messages there are relating with you. Because I'm also hearing like, I don't need no bedside manner. Like, I don't need any bedside manner. And I don't need anything from you. There's an argument there. That energy's there is changing. Which means there could be an addict here. And like, I don't want to give you any bedside manner. Like, I don't want to look after you. That's not for the people that are ill, that are really compromising energies here. There's an energy here of like, I don't want to give you any bedside manner. Like, no. Like, I don't want to look after you whilst you're ill. That might be drug addiction, because that could be someone that's going through like detoxing. And someone's put themselves on a burden on someone, saying, look, am I going to have to bring you a sick bucket and all that sort of stuff? But majority of those energies, they're not bad ones. They're just this illness. You see, the only reason I say that is because an addict is an illness as well. And they do need bedside manner. But if you've done this a long while for an addict or with an addict, then there's no kind of bedside manner that will... Oh, they're saying that there's the bedside manner is not going to help this person. I'm sorry, they're saying that this person is going to go. I'm sorry, and it's around a Cancerian energy. And I have picked up a lot through Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus when I've done the yearly readings, if you notice, that someone is going to pass this year. They are going to pass, and they're going to pass everything to someone. They're going to leave all their earthly possessions to a person. Because that's what was in the messages. And I'm going to leave all my earthly possessions to a person. It might be an earth sign that leaves the earth. Oh, that's slightly... weren't expecting that one. That one took me for 6. How you doing, Pisces? You all alright? You all finished and bored yet and gone off somewhere else? So, I'm going to have to disappear for a second. Okay? I have to sort myself out, bruv. Don't want you to see me like me large bits. What? What? Where did that come from? Anyway. Let's see. Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus and Jupiter. So, this would normally only be over on the full access bundle. Okay? But at the moment, I'm getting used to a new deck, and I thought, you know what, let's just do some readings. So we're looking at your past of what's been going on. Okay, Pisces. What's been going on with Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. What's been going on with Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. What's been going on? There are balls to the wall and everything is in the air. Someone has got a nice pair. Someone has got a very nice rack here. Everything is in the air. We put balls to the wall, and I can't wait till they come down so I can touch them. But can I? No, but you can watch them. That's what I'm saying. You can watch this person juggle. And if they're juggling with things in their life, then that's a problem, third party. But again, this person is like just waiting for this to land. I'm just waiting for a deal, and as soon as it happens, I'm in there, right? So for a lot of you, you've been waiting for this to just land, like on your feet, fall at your feet. Some of you are definitely like it's not Australia, I know, Chrissy, right? But what is it? Fall at your feet, wherever I fall. At your feet, you let your tears rain down on me. Yeah, you let your tears rain down, man. Someone's been crying. Tears. Loads of tears. They keep saying loads of tears, loads of tears, loads of tears. Okay. Building. I keep picking up things of building, or was building, like building. Like the tension has been building. But you got Libra. You see, Libra. Everything has just been up in the air at the moment. Everybody's been going, ah, what's going on? What's going on? Conspiracy. But I think it's around working Libra energies of hospitals. I keep saying hospital corners or something. Cutting corners. Taking the short road. Like I'm going to have to cut the corner. Let's see. Yep, 7. Someone got blocked out. It took too long. So it's like, oh man, yeah, I'll just take too long just to come back down to earth. It's like, yeah, but I'm a feminine energy and I'm up in the clouds. Yeah, I'll need to come back down to earth and realise you're human. You know, at some point, as a feminine energy, you have to realise that I'm spending a hell of a lot of time out there in cuckoo land. Right? So, you know, you have to soon ground yourself and realise that you're human living in an experience of a spiritual one, right? So, you know, like if you've watched some of my readings where I said as a feminine energy you spend, right? And that works out in so many manners. And if you have energies that rip you off, you'll pay for it. Right? Because you believe in we've got magical powder that will exempt you from your karma. We have voodoo candles and magic that you can buy that will get you your love life because you're sad. Really? Do people need to buy a love life? Damn, what you need to buy is a fucking divorce. That's what you need to buy, because that'll cost you a fortune by the time you've black magic to love interest in you and then you get married. Man, that's going to cost you a fortune, bruv. So, you know, that's up to you. Because just imagine the karma of an actual witch, right? Fuck. I mean, you know, man, did you see that, Spirit? Another one? You want to imagine the karma of a witch, right? That when they get it, and then the witch actually realises, you know what? It's all ooey gooey, softy and chewy on the outside, and look at everything there, and it's fantastic. And now I've got it, I don't want it. Jeez, imagine the amount of karma through that, bruv. That you've magically witched a person into your energy, and then when you get them, you don't want them. Imagine the amount of karma that you're going to have to deal with that, when you pretty much tell Elzebub to piss off. I mean, you might as well tell a Capricorn to do it. So you could be dealing with a Cappy. You alright, Cappies? But like, yeah, you know, you might as well tell Elzebub to piss off, and you know, it's like, well, I made a contract with the devil, right? And now I've made that contract. I've got to stick by it. So, hello, then, we're going to give you this person, and here they are. Whoa, no, I don't want them. Oh. And if that's false and that's witchcraft, then you're in more shit than you can possibly think, because you'll probably end up in a cauldron. But I'm only kidding. I don't know why I'm picking up on witchcraft. Normally happens if it's there, if I'm talking about it. But anyway. But yeah, things have, you know, someone's been begging for your attention, or you've been begging for theirs. Whichever way it is what I feel. That's what I said. It's all up in the air. And when this person arrives, it's really just people that just arrive up for you to say no. So basically, you said no to this person, right? Said no, you don't want a relationship. You'd rather be single, which is good. Okay, so you probably had a squabble with a Gemini. Probably had a squabble with a Gemini, and you're keeping this person at definite, feeding them with a slingshot instead of a spoon. I would rather talk to you or feed you with this. That's it. That's at arm's length, bruv. You are definitely in harm's way around this person, or have been. That's for sure. Have you been in harm's way with this person here? Yep. They are so guarded and so blocked that you know that they are, and they give off such a bad vibe energy that you can't do anything but keep this person at complete arm's length. And I mean it. And I mean, if you could get a spoon and you had to feed this person and it could be 4 miles long, I think you would just shovel this person more crap in their life to just think, you know what, I'll just give you that. Just feed you with that. Just, you know, just have that, and just, you know, I don't know why I keep picking up someone feeding someone something. Like feeding, like force feeding. But again, we did come out for a reading where it's to do with food, not trusting someone around food, around that. And it was the Munchausen by proxy, but it was also around food consumption. Because someone feels that they're very helpful, which is well, you want to feel grateful the fact that I do things in your life that's tangible. And you're like, well, yeah, I'm your son or daughter, right? So you had me. So why is it that you can't show me true feelings instead of like a very bad vibe energy? Yes, but it's tangible. It's about life. No. Is it bollocks? No. No, 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 no. Expressing love isn't by playing games of physical objects. That isn't showing love. That's showing support for the person that you gave birth to, right? Or siblings. But physical arguing of throwing everything up in the air, of causing arguments over objects, I mean, how petty is that? That's what I'm saying, that some mothers do have them, right? And some mothers can, or whatever, if you're dealing the same as me, they can start using an object against you, which is that you want to feel grateful for the object that you have. Yeah, but you don't show me true love. And if you did, that would mean that you would be such a relaxed person to talk to and get on with. The fact that that would show me more than what you're actually showing me. And then this person I keep feeling is using a tactic of objects, right? It's too complex, I ain't going to explain it. But I know what I mean, because it just happened with me, you know. Objects to me is subtle. Things, God doing things for me, I'm quite capable of doing it all myself. But when you deal with narcissists, they can have this way of thinking, well, I'm going to stop doing for you what I normally do, right? Which is something that you normally never really ask a person to do anyway. They just take it out of your hands and start taking over, doing it all for you, right? They take over and they do it all for you. No, 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 I'm going to do all of this, I'm going to do all of this. And they do it and they take the control out of your hands by doing it all. And it's like having a dummy as a baby. They take it away and say, well, if you're going to keep crying, I'm going to take the dummy away from you until you stop. And then people can control you that way, right? So through objects, if you're dealing with living with narcissism, people can then start using an object of like, well, I'm not going to cook your tea. You don't anyway, I'm going to do it. Well, okay, then what can I find that I do have that you have that's mine, and I can take it away and use it against you? That's narcissism, bruv. If you're dealing with that, because I'm picking it up, if you're dealing with that, that's someone that will start using objects to take over. No, 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 you're not capable, unless someone really physically isn't capable of looking after themselves. But I keep picking up like I am quite capable of doing this by myself. But then someone doesn't like the fact that you are. And because that you are, they then use objects of like saying, well, they'll use that against you to say that you can't use it, right? Because it's abuse, whichever way you look at it. This is physical abuse by love, by not showing it, by not showing what love really is, which means that I'm okay with you just being the person that you are. I have no problem with that. So we don't argue, we get on, everything is great. But this is physical abuse. This is someone that is so confusing that they think a certain way of an object that is love, but what it is more duality. It's more fight and flight energy of where you would need to cut this person out of your life. But they get that confusing that all you seem to do is where they use objects of earth and like fire and things and think, you know what, that's more important. Where this person has got no idea what love really is. They don't. Because if you knew what love really is, you would just let someone just be them, you know, for whoever it is that they want to be and do what they want to do. You would respect that. You would respect their decision and you respect the person that they are. And you wouldn't find it necessary to actually cut a person out of your life here. Right? Because everything is just so dramatic all the time, right? It's so unbalanced around this person that you don't know. Like, you're always left out in the dark kind of energy of like, man, you're not showing me love. You're showing me more of an infection than anything else, right? So, you know, you've got this energy of like, you know what, I don't need your help. I don't need your hand up. Like, I don't need you to give me a hand. I don't need you to help me up. I can do it myself. Just let me do things myself. I don't need you to do that. Oh no, it's okay. I'm going to do it for you. No, stop. I'm quite capable of doing that and feeding myself. I mean, unless you work for an old people's home here. But I keep picking up, look, just stop. Just stop doing that. Stop doing that. Right? But no. Anyway, well, that's what seems to have been happening, Pisces. What's the two of Two of Pentacles with the new deck. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you see, it's a nice place to visit, but I don't think that I would live there. But I do. Oh, shit. Well, I just can't get away from this person, man. I can't get out. I feel so bad that when I approach this person, I've got to walk around them. I can't be in the same... It's kind of like, oh, God, this person's repulsive. Sorry, but it's kind of like, man, I can't breathe. I can't move. It's my America's Most Wanted. It's a nice place to visit, but I don't think I would live there because you would smother me to death. You know, so the only way I can do that is avoid you. And this is the person that you live with, or was with, I don't know. But, you know, the Eight of Swords to me is always where you're at home living with someone that breathes down your neck constantly. And when you walk out into the kitchen, you're like, oh, fucking hell, just, bro, man, I really don't want to walk into you. Why are you always in the same room when I'm in it? You know, why do you always like force yourself into my energy where I'm like, oh God, just get off, get away, stop, like keep being so clingy, just get off. That's the Eight of Swords. That is how that feels. That's how that is. It's an energy that compromises you by making you feel trapped with a person that you can't get away from. An energy. And if it isn't, and it wasn't around you, it's just someone that's just around you but not all the while. Right? Just like, oh my God, you're so confusing, man. You're so clingy. Just why on earth is it that you always make me feel trapped, that I can't speak or do, or like I don't even want to be around you. I don't even like you. Came out through the Cancer reading. I don't even like you. Why would I want to talk with you? You know, I'm sorry. If it's your life, it's mine. I know that is. Right? Can't stand you. Why on earth would I even want to talk with you? Why would I want to even live with you? Why would I want to be with you? You know, that's the person that you live with. There. Eight of Swords. Yeah, the moon. A mother. A mother. This is no more than a mother, this card. It's things that are hidden. Well, that's definitely your karma. And if you think that karma's never hidden from you, that's your personal growth. The moon is always a mother. Give you oxygen to breathe. If you didn't have the moon, we wouldn't be breathing oxygen. Because there wouldn't be no trees or grass or God knows how without the moon. Right? So there's this energy here like, you wouldn't be anything without me. You would have nothing in your life without me. Show me some respect. Well, if you get a mother in that aspect, they're not showing you love. They are showing you more things that are like, you are trapped here with me and you have no way out. And if you're living here, young lady or young man, then you do exactly what I say here. Right? And, you know, I mean, if that's not, and that's just a, you know, if it's not that dramatic, then that's just someone that you live with. Your mother, your grandmother, someone that you live with. If that's like, man, this person, I know exactly what you're saying, is a person that traps someone in that much too, which is just so confused. This person's also a Libra, okay? So confused that they're like, man, because this is what I said, you know, don't never get married and have children. Name 10 people that you know in your life that have been married their whole life and very happy. 10. Can you manage 10? But here, you see, this is people that have had children maybe that want to experience their life, but they are tied down. Not in a bad way, they are just tied down being a mother. Here. Someone's being tied down, that's for sure. Tied up and tied down, I keep hearing. But, or someone from Thailand, China. So, the Seven of Wands, it is such a burden. It is a proper struggle trying to get uphill with this person because it's one-upmanship. It means that, man, this person keeps threatening you that you're going to have to leave or move. Or like, just move out my way, get out my way. Why are you always around me all the time? You know, at home, 10, like, why is it that you always threaten? You always threaten. That's what I'm saying. This person isn't showing love. They're showing more threats than anything else around you, this person here. Because 10 is always about physically just get out of my way, I can't be bothered, just get out of my way, right? I don't want to do this again with you. Same cycle, 10. I don't want to do this same crap with you over and over again. I'm so sick of running over the same old ground. You're not showing me love. You're showing me more smothered energy of me not being able to be who I am. Right? So why would I talk with you? Why would I? Why would I want to do that? Right? Because you make me work and... Elijah, is that you carrying all that wood? You might live near a woods, right? But these are all broomsticks, right? Poppycock and broomsticks. But, you know, this like, look, why would you let me do all of this work on my own? But I didn't ask you to do it. You've done that off your own back. Yeah, well, you know, it's life, isn't it? We have to keep doing it. No. Why don't you just settle down and show me a bit of affection first instead of just running around like an endless chicken, picking up everything and through your wake and doing it all. That's all well and good if I asked you to do it, but yeah, well, I want some respect for knowing what I do around here. Yeah, sure, that's okay. But then on the other hand, did I ask you to do that? No. You know? No, I done it off my own back. Jackie. But no, I done it off my own back. Oh, well, if you done that off your own back, then why can't you just show me a bit of respect? Well, it's because I didn't ask you to do that. You done it. Right, you done that. That's your free will. You keep deciding to do it. I don't ask you to. 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands. Done. Out. Conversation's not on par. 7 and 1 is 8. Sorry, but, you know, you make me feel smothered and, like, you know, you make me feel uncomfortable. Do I have to do all this work myself? I mean, that can be a natural aspect of, like, you know what, I am so busy, I do all my work myself, and nobody shows me any kind of sign of respect here. Yeah. But let's see, the lovers. Yeah, the lovers. Hangman, Pisces. Some of you are in love with the Pisces, Gemini. Okay, but that's like I am still sort of like tied up in all this crap first. Like I've got so much on and I'm so busy and I'm just kind of like my hands are tied at the moment. I've got everything about me. I'm working and I got things to deal with at home. My family's kind of like showing signs of like being very strange at the moment. I've got things that I can't deal with. And if you're going to add the pressure and you're going to make that worse for me, then we better split up and break up. Because, you know, I get it in the ear hole from my mother, I get it in the ear hole from my grandmother, I get it in the ear hole at work, and if everybody is coming at me and now my love life just starting to fucking flip out, then you know what? You might as well get out and leave me alone. And you've got Scorpio energy, even though it's not, well, could be here. Well, 8 of Swords is also Scorpio, but it's Aquarius, Venus. Okay, Aquarius, Venus person, Libra, but also could be Scorpio, right? And if you're going to be like that, and you're going to make it worse, you're really not helping. You know, you're not helping out. You know that I go through all of this crap, and if you know that I go through all this crap, then you're really not showing me love. You're showing me more of an infectious disease than anything else, because you're just adding to the pressure of where I already feel pressured, and I told you not to do that, and you just go ahead and do it anyway. So if you go ahead and do it, then you might as well go off and run around like a Cancerian 7 and just run around like an endless chicken, do whatever you want. Because leave me alone. Straight up. No chaser, bruv. Pisces energy. My hands are tied behind my back. What do you want me to do about it? You compromised me by making me feel stuck that you're doing it and I'm not asking you to. I'm just sitting here letting you do it. Yeah, but I am doing it. I know, but I didn't ask you to do that. I didn't ask you to do it because there's no speech here. There's no speech. It's more, I'm speechless. The fact that you run around doing all of that stuff for me and I don't ask you for shit from you to do that. So why now hate me for it? It's because they're not showing you love. That's why. Because they're trying to prove it by doing things. Well, things aren't love, right? Things aren't love. That's the love of money. The Hangman. Wow, some of you you're in really going, well, you're going into a love life. I mean, if you live with this person, it's because you live with them and they compromise you here to do with the house and the home and the Four of Wands. And it is completely a burden living with this person, because this is kind of like that you do a house share, or you live with a parent or something and you can't stand the way they are, but you've got nowhere else to go or live. And they use that living quarters as a tool to manipulate you into what you have compared to what you won't have if you don't have this person here. These are families at war that can't split up from one another of your family karma, which is worse than a love interest. If it's a love interest, bruv, just dump them. Get rid of them. If that's just a love partner, bruv, get out, get off, go, here you go. If that's family, that makes that even more difficult. Right? You're telling me that family karma isn't more difficult than just a love connection? Really? Well, you know, here, this is families. You know, these are people that are that compromised at not liking each other, but just basically living with one another, learning to coexist, but learning more spiritually, well, learning more about yourself, but learning more to hate each other because you're not on the same wavelength here. And if this is a relationship, then you're not on the same par here. But for a lot of you, looking forward to the future, as these are bright, this is telling me now that when I do your reading here, that you could have something good to look forward to, because you've got the Lovers, the Hangman and the Four of Wands. This could be a very bad scenario of where it's twin flame energy. Normally when that happens, there's spiritual growth and there's a reward. That's why I picked that up, because you learn a lesson here, you flip out, you tell this person exactly what you thought, and then you go into this energy that is more vibrant, giving energy here, of something that's exciting and more fulfilling for you. That can be another connection that starts here, Pisces. Okay, because start as you mean to go on. It's the end. Start as you mean to go on to to a plug. So if you want to join, this only goes to the full access bundle, but I feel it very cheap for what you get, because you've got yearly readings, bi-weekly readings, monthly readings, bonus readings, a whole back catalogue and plethora of readings that you can go back and watch if you want to. But this one only goes to that specific tier, which is the full access. We do you a spread for you guys that comes up for this last 2 weeks, and then I do a spread for your partner, but they're also external energies, and I can assure you those, some have been very informative with the info of what that is. But that's for 2 weeks, so you, and then another spread of them and what's going on in their life, or they are external energies that you can watch for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and look in on it, and basically what you get is 2 readings, so that's pretty much 24 readings per sign. But anyway, whichever way you want to look at it. But we do that on the other side, guys. Thank you so much for your support. If you want me to play you out and you haven't gone yet, I will let you in on the next Angel Radio that I've got coming up if you want a quick listen. That in air of number 7. So hopefully you like it. It's nowhere near done yet, but that'll be the next Angel Radio that comes out. If you like Angel Radio, I also produce and make my own music, and if you like it, you can find the one that was on the beginning of this and this one for Angel Radio. It's a channel that I also run, and it is also a part of this one. And it's called Angel Radio Music, and it's in the playlist, and you can just find them all bundled into that. You can listen to them for free. If you like it and you really want to support me, you can buy them all for £3. The whole lot. Join, download them all for £3 and then disappear. And then perhaps come back another time and download the next one. It's up to you. But there's meditation music that I also make and so much other stuff over there. Or it's all free. That's up to you guys. Okay? Thank you so much, Pisces, and I'll hopefully catch you on any of the links below. And I will see you soon.